Michelle, just an FYI, we can see your whole screen, not just the slide.
Okay, we're about a minute out. Thank you.
Now, do you see just the slide?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, we ready to roll, Michelle?
Give me just a second. I was checking to make sure the streaming was running correctly.
All right, let me know.
Okay.
All right.
Good. Let me take down my slide.
Good morning. I call to order the Kansas Corporation Commission business meeting for Tuesday, December 29th, 2020. My name is Susan Duffy, Commissioner, and I am currently serving as chair. I am joined by Commissioner French and Commissioner King. On today's agenda, we have 17 consent items, 2 noticed items, and 1 other matter to discuss. Commissioners, you've had the opportunity to read and study the consent agenda items. Are there any questions or comments? And I will start with Commissioner King.
None for me, thank you.
Commissioner French.
No questions. I'd move approval of the consent agenda.
Second.
There is a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda. All those in favor, please vote aye.
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 Aye. The consent agenda, motion passes, consent agenda is adopted. Our second item is a noticed item, docket number 21-CONS-3124-CPEN, in the matter of the failure of Bickle Energies LLC to comply with KAR 82-3-120 at the A.B. Fisher lease and Avery lease in Cheyenne County, Kansas. This is a penalty order, and our presenter today is Mr. Kelsey Marsh. Good morning.
Good morning, and thank you, Commissioners. Before you is a penalty order for Bickle Energies LLC, which continued to perform oil and gas activities after being suspended for noncompliance with the Commission's order in docket 20-CONS-3285-CPEN. This order assesses a $10,000 penalty. With that, I would recommend approval of the order, and I am available for any questions.
Thank you, Mr. Marsh. Are there any questions, Commissioner French
No questions.
and Commissioner Keen?
None for me either. I would move approval.
Second.
There is a motion and a second to approve the order. All those in favor, please vote aye.
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 Aye. The motion passes. The docket is passed. Our second item is docket number 21-CONS-3125-CMSC in the matter of a compliance agreement between Jeff Crawford, doing business as Jeff's Oil Well Supervision, and Commission staff regarding bringing 4 wells into compliance with KAR 82-3-111. And this is an order approving compliance agreement. And again, our presenter is Mr. Kelsey Marsh.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Before you is an order approving the compliance agreement between commission staff and Jeff Crawford doing business as Jeff's Oil Well Supervision regarding 4 inactive wells to be brought into compliance with KAR 823-111. The terms of the agreement state that the operator shall bring 1 well into compliance with KAR 823-111 by January 6th, 2021. Furthermore, the operator shall bring the remaining 3 wells into compliance with KAR 823-111 by March 31st, 2021. With that, I would recommend approval of the order, and I am available for any questions.
Are there any questions of Mr. Marsh? And I will start with Commissioner Keen
None for me, thank you.
and Commissioner French.
No questions. Move approval of the proposed order.
Second.
There is a motion and a second to approve the order. All those in favor, please vote aye.
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 Aye. The motion passes and the order is adopted. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Typically, at the end of the year, we are in our offices in Topeka, and we celebrate those employees who have reached milestones in their state service career. Unfortunately, we can't be with them, but we have them here today on Zoom. And it is an illustrious group of state employees. I would offer to all of you who are being honored today that it is an honor to be a state employee. State service and service to the public, to me, is one of the highest callings for individuals as a career. You're not going to get wealthy doing it, but I hope in your career you have received satisfaction of service, that the service you provide that's either behind the scenes or directly with the public is one of those kind of spokes in the wheel that we need to operate successfully as a state. And as I said, today we have a really incredible group. And my favorite group, of course, is finance. And this is where we start. This group is near and dear to me. You do so many things on a cyclical basis behind the scenes. People don't even know it. But without you, the cog of the state machine would not turn. So let me begin with Audrey Benham. Audrey is celebrating her 10 years with the state. She started at the Kansas Department of Labor as a program specialist in the employment office in July of 2009. She was promoted to a special investigator in December of 2014. Then she came to the KCC as an accountant. And so at this time, we would like to honor 10 years of service for Audrey. Congratulations, Audrey. You will be receiving a certificate and a pin. I don't think there's a diamond in it, but it is a 10-year pin reflecting your service. Bravo to you. And we applaud you.
Thank you.
Literally and figuratively. So if you would like to say a few words first.
Just thank you. I've had a good career with the state so far and look forward to many more years.
Thank you. Commissioner Keen, do you have anything you would like to offer?
Absolutely. Audrey, thank you so much for your service. You predated coming to the commission about 1 year ahead of me, as it turned out. I can tell you this, I have a 10-year button and it does not have a diamond in it. If it does, I'm going to look up somebody and see where the missing part is. But in any event, thank you very much for your service.
Thanks.
And Commissioner French.
Yeah, I'll concur with all those comments. Thank you very much for your service. I think many of us on this call have seen, both sides of working for the state and working elsewhere. And I think working for the state is really something to be treasured. And that comment applies to everyone here on this call now. So thank you for your service.
Thanks.
Thank you, Audrey. We next turn to our second state worker in finance, and that is Sarah Clark. Sarah started at the Kansas Department of Health and Environment in August 2009 as a senior administrative assistant. In June 2010, she became a public service administrator, a PSA. In March of 2015, she moved to the Kansas Department for Children and Families as a program consultant. And then, like Audrey, she came to the KCC as an accountant in September of 2017. They both came that same month, and here she is celebrating her 10 years as well. And just as I said with Audrey, I know the work you do every day. It's different. You never know what's going to crop up. There are surprises all the time. The good thing is we can usually fix anything that is broken, but it takes time and it takes concentration and effort. So thank you, Sarah. You've been through a lot of changes, both you and Audrey, and we appreciate you both sticking with us and hanging in there and getting the job done because, as I said, you're a crucial part of this organization. Would you like to offer any comments? And you can unmute yourself, I think. Do you see where you do that? Maybe Michelle can help. Michelle?
I can't unmute her. I can just ask him.
There we go. All right.
Do that now.
Okay, Sarah, we cannot hear you. So
You're double muted.
okay, try again. Nope. For some reason, we're not getting your audio.
Might need to change the microphone settings on Zoom. So where the microphone at, clicks the little arrow audio settings or select a different microphone at the top.
No, still not working. All right, well, okay, well, let's turn to the commissioners. Commissioner Keene, comments?
Yes, absolutely. I would subscribe to all of the observations that Chair Duffy has just said. And notwithstanding the audio difficulties, sincerely, Sarah, thank you very much for your service to the state. We appreciate it.
And Commissioner French.
Yeah, same here. And I wish we could have heard from you. But yeah, the comment to both you and Audrey, I think was spot on. Thank you for sticking with us and getting us right. And you've got us on a really good fiscal path. So we really appreciate all your work.
All right, thank you, Sarah. We appreciate it. All right, next, we're looking at 20 years. Ryan Dooling. And there's Ryan. Everybody can see him. He started with the Kansas Department of Transportation in September 1999 as an engineering technician. In 2004, he joined the KCC as a PERT in District 3. In February of 2006, he was promoted to a PERT 2. And then in August of 2015, the position title changed to Environmental Compliance and Regulatory Specialist. So Ryan, basically you've served with us for 16 years of your 20-year career. That's a long time. And again, you're front facing with the public all the time. And the public is just about everybody from members of the industry to the general public to landowners, royalty owners. You work a lot with folks that we hire to do work or that the company hires. And so on occasion, even perhaps the public sheriff. So you have a varied active career in District 3, and I want to thank you for your service. So are there comments you would like to make?
I would just like to thank each of you for taking time out of your day to do this. It's a pleasure to be with the state and made it a career and plan on continuing. Thank you very much.
All right. Commissioner King, comments to Mr. Dooling?
Absolutely. I have a question and a comment. My question for you, Ryan, is how in the devil, when you have 20 years of service, 16 with the KCC, do you look so young? You must have started with us when you were 5. I can't really quite do the math on that. That's a rhetorical question. My comment is this, quite simply. You and I have spent some time together out in the field. I had an opportunity to see and witness firsthand exactly how you handle a lot of different issues, including coping with some somewhat recalcitrant operators or pumpers. And I want to tell you, I think that your actions reflect quite favorably, not only upon yourself, but upon the commission. I'm grateful to you that you are with us. I hope you'll be with us for another 20 plus years. It's been my honor and my privilege to work with you and to consider you as a colleague. Thank you for your service, Ryan.
Thank you, sir.
And Commissioner French.
Well, yeah, Commissioner Keene said it all pretty well there. I'll just say I really appreciate the comment of, even at 20 years, the comment that, you've made it a career, but you hope to continue making it a career. And I think that makes all of us happy to hear that. And so thank you for that.
Thank you.
I see Supervisor Troy Russell on. Troy, do you have some comments you would like to add to celebrate Ryan?
Yeah, I would just like to let him know it's been a privilege to work with him these past 20 years. And I can attest firsthand to his personal integrity, knowledge, and dedication to the Conservation Division. And he is truly an integral part of District 3 and what we try to accomplish every day. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you, Troy. Appreciate it.
All right. We've got another 20-year honoree, Mr. Russell Hine. So back in April of 2000, Russell joined the KCC as a PERT 1 in District 3. In March of 2002, he was promoted to a PERT 2. Then in August 2015, the title changed to Environmental Compliance and Regulatory Specialist. And in May 2019, promoted to Abandoned Well Coordinator for the District 3 office. And I will say to you, Russell, thank you again for your service. And Abandoned Well Coordinator, man, talk about herding cats. I know that's what that job is about in District 3. So it's, I think, a challenging job, but it sounds like you are up to the challenge. We can tell by the numbers. There's a lot of complexities when it comes to plugging abandoned wells, from out on the site to looking in the books and doing all the necessary paperwork with those who want to plug. And there's a lot of responsibility that's been pushed your way. I appreciate your efforts and your commitment. As you are aware, plugging abandoned wells seems like to eternity, but it's not. When I came back, I was shocked that, okay, we have moved the needle, and it is primarily in District 3 that we will move the needle on this program. So congratulations, and I hope you are up for the challenge, because it is one. So thank you very much. Would you like to say a few words, Mr. Hine?
I'd like to thank the commission for the support. In our district, it's a team effort, so it makes the job a lot better. We all get along real well, and just thank you all very much.
And Commissioner Keene, I will turn to you for comments.
Absolutely. Same observation about your appearance and your age, Russell. I'm guessing you must have started here, since you started all 20 with us. You must have been at least 6, I'm going to guess, when you started. But in all seriousness, you and I as well have been out in the field together. Beyond that, I have really come to know in some detail the scope of what it is that you've assumed now. As it turns out, you were within the commission, the first abandoned well coordinator. District 3 was the first one to have this office. You kind of became the template for others. Subsequently, we now have this position in each of the 4 district offices. It's what has assisted us in decentralizing the well plugging effort, and your leadership in this area has been absolutely exemplary. I know that even before COVID and complicated now because of it, this is a really tough job, no matter how you cut it. You had to basically explore new avenues that no one else had before because you were the point of the spear. You were the guy who absolutely took on these substantial responsibilities and have done so in such a professional way. I really commend you for your state service, for your professionalism. And as with Ryan, I hope that you can hang on for at least another 20, maybe 30, whatever works out. But it's been my honor and privilege as well to consider you as a co-worker. I'm honored by your friendship. Thank you very much for your service, Russell.
Thank you.
And Commissioner French.
Well, thank you. Russell got up at the crack of dawn one day to come and meet me in Eudora, Kansas, to check out some well plugging activities, and he was truly gracious that whole morning for several hours, showing me around, explaining in detail everything they do. He answered every question I had. It just could not have been better conversation that day. And I would just say, Russell's could not reflect any better on the quality of our employees. I mean, we have great employees all around, but Russell is a real professional, and appreciated everything he did for me that day. And I hope to get out in the field soon again, although it's a little difficult these days.
Thank you.
That's so true. And yes, your supervisor is there, Troy.
I'd like to concur. Russell, again, it's been a privilege working with him these past 20 years. His integrity and knowledge and dedication, is what makes things work here at District 3. His knowledge of the program, just staff in general, they just really enjoy their work, and they're extremely dedicated. And I think we'll probably be doing this again at his 30-year mark. I hope him and Ryan both. I think Ryan will stick around till his beard looks like mine. Hopefully. So again, it's been a pleasure working with both of you, and you're just integral parts of what we do here at District 3 and in the commission, helping us move forward. We're blessed to have you both with us.
Thank you, Troy, for those comments. I would like to add, it's so important that we keep staff in the field offices for the conservation district, because it is, you learn the people, you learn the land, you learn the problems. You're there for the good days and bad days, and your experience is so extremely valuable and important to us. And the fact that you have not bounced back and forth between the industry and us, leaving us when the industry calls your name with a lot more dollars than we can pay, we really do appreciate the true commitment that you bring to the office in District 3. And as the newer guys come on, you're able to grow them up fast, and that's important. So I do appreciate your 20-year commitment with us, and I agree with Mr. Russell that I hope you stay for another 20 years, because your experience is so valuable to the state. Thank you. Let us
Thank you.
move to another 20-year employee, Dennis Pierenboom. Hey, Dennis, there you are. Dennis started in 1994 as at the Kansas Department of Agriculture as a Human Resource Professional 1. In June of 1995, he was promoted to Assistant Director of HR. In 99, he was promoted to HR Director. Then in December 2012, he joined the Kansas Department of Children and Families as Director of Human Resources. And that, like agriculture, is, well, with agriculture, you've got employees scattered all around the state, all different types of employees. And then you go to children and families, same thing, all over the state, all different type of employees and issues. You left state government in 2014. You came back in July of 2019 to the KCC as Director of Human Resources. And when you applied and we saw your resume, we knew, Dennis, you were the guy for us, because with your breadth and depth of human resource experience in the state, you know, from agriculture to social welfare, and able to deal with the folks that they hire, that's huge. Then I know working for the school district, again, another set of employees to deal with. So we knew you were the guy for our agency, and you have proved to be that. And we had a lot of shortfalls and issues that you've had to rebound from and kind of bring us back up. And I appreciate your willingness to get in there and dig in there and get it done and bring us kind of back to where we were years ago. And so thank you for your commitment, again, with the state for as long as you have been an employee, but more importantly for us, and kind of healing and getting us where we needed to be. So I will open it up to you for comments at this time. And I don't know what you're standing in front of, but it looks like small football or basketball or baseball men behind you.
That's one of my baseball cabinets with all my bobbleheads and Royal stuff and everything. So this is my home office here. So it works out well. No, I appreciate the opportunity that Kansas Corporation gave me. You know, I'd always thought at some point I would return to the state when the right opportunity came along, and luckily this came through. Great group of folks. And one thing I really enjoyed that first 6 months was traveling out to the field offices 1 or 2 times and meeting the folks out there. And, you know, it's one thing to talk to them on the phone or exchange emails, but to actually be able to go there and meet with these folks who are, you know, out in the field doing the necessary work for our agency was very rewarding. And I appreciated not only the opportunity to meet them, but the welcoming feel that they presented to me whenever I went to any of the field offices. And this is truly a great organization with accomplishing a lot of great things. And I appreciate the opportunity to work with these folks.
Thank you. And Commissioner Keen, comments?
Yes, good morning, Dennis. You're one of the few people who has been here at the commission for a shorter time than I, but not with state service. 20 years of state service. I remember when we brought you on in 2019, I played a very small role in that process. It was an honor for me to be even a small participant in that process of bringing you on board. Among our support functions, clearly personnel ranks right up there in terms of its significance, the impact that it has. It's only through our human resources that the agency has really its ability to execute all of its various missions. And I would certainly commend you very highly. You've brought such a level of professionalism and organization to the commission in your time here. through your assistance and your conduct to all of us, you reflected quite favorably, not only upon yourself, but on the commission. I personally am grateful for our friendship, and I appreciate the opportunity, rather to consider you as a co-worker. Thank you for your service, Dennis.
And Commissioner French.
Well, I don't have much to say beyond that. That is everything I would say, Dennis. The only thing I would add is, after hearing that list of pretty challenging tasks you've taken on in the past, and now with an agency that I agree is a great agency with a lot of great professional employees, I hope you don't feel like you're on easy street, because there's work to do to keep it moving forward. But I do have, as Commissioner Keene said, we haven't known you real long, but I have the most confidence in the world in you, and have really appreciated getting to know you over the last year or so. So thank you for your service, and look forward to great things in the future.
So, and I would like to go ahead at this point and recognize Daryl Dittman. He is our 30-year honoree. And just very quickly, in November of 1975, he started out at Larned State Hospital. He worked a number of jobs there over a 12-year period, including food service and corrections officer. He left state government in 1987 and then came back to Larned in October of 2001 as a corrections officer, and then joined the KCC in June of 2002 as a PERT in District 4. In 2005, he was promoted to a PERT 2, 2014, a PERT 3, and then in August of 2015, promoted to an underground injection control coordinator. And though Daryl is not with us, again, the outstanding state service that he has provided us, but also Larned, which has always been a challenging institution for the state to get good qualified employees to work there and stay there. And it sounds like, I didn't know this about Daryl, that was his background. And there's a lot of burnout, more now than there was, I think, years ago, but still the tremendous service he offered there, and that he continues to offer here with the KCC in District 4. And so we celebrate him, honor him, and like the rest of you, he will get a pin and a certificate. And as chair, I look around all of you, and this is public service is the link that binds us all. And I appreciate all that you do. I want you to be safe at all times and stay well for us. We need you. And celebrate the fact that you have reached major milestones in your working career, and it is a career. So thank you very much. I applaud you all. And
I'll add, if you want that diamond, you got to get a 50-year pin with the state. So something to shoot for if you want that diamond pin. So.
Well, I only 17 more years to go, so I'm on my way. All right. Thank you very much. Everybody, have a good day. And at this time, I don't believe there is any other business for us. So I will accept a motion to adjourn. And I'm looking at Commissioner French.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor, please vote aye.
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 Aye. The motion passes. We are adjourned. Have a good day. Enjoy the new year. We know it's going to be better. Thank you, everyone.
Take care,
Bravo.
everybody.
Bravo. Yay.
Troy,
All right.
I really didn't recognize you.
I told him that too. He doesn't have his ball cap on.
I'm glad,
his
the,
hunting
I'm glad the
cap.
nameplate was down below. Otherwise, I wouldn't have recognized you. Who's that handsome guy?
But a ho, 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 I gave it away.
Yes, that too. Great to see you, all of you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.